Welcome to HD Old Coins 51, where history comes alive through the timeless beauty of rare and ancient coins. Each coin we explore is not just a piece of metal, but a tangible link to the past, carrying with it stories of empires, trade, and the people who once held them. Top 1. Today, we're diving deep into the history, design, and significance of one of the most iconic coins in American history, the 1925 Buffalo nickel, or as some collectors call it, the Indian head nickel. The Buffalo nickel was introduced in 1913 and minted until 1938. It replaced the Liberty head nickel and was designed by James Earl Fraser, a renowned sculptor and artist. His design aimed to capture the rugged spirit of the American frontier during a time of rapid change. Fraser's goal was simple: to create a coin that felt uniquely American. He did this by blending symbols of Native American culture with one of the most powerful animals to roam North America, the buffalo. Let's take a closer look at the design of this iconic 5-cent piece. On the obverse, we have the profile of a Native American chief. Fraser combined the features of 3 different Native American leaders to create this powerful image, paying homage to their rich culture and legacy. The date, 1925, can be found on the bottom left corner of the coin, though in many circulated versions, the date may be worn down due to the high relief of the design. The reverse showcases the majestic American bison, often referred to as a buffalo, standing on a grassy mound. It's believed that Fraser used a real-life buffalo named Black Diamond from the Bronx Zoo as his inspiration. The words United States of America and the denomination 5 cents are engraved around the image, with the motto E pluribus unum just above the buffalo. The 1925 Buffalo nickel was minted during a dynamic period in American history. The Roaring '20s were in full swing, with economic growth, industrial expansion, and social change reshaping the nation. But this was also the era of Prohibition, and many American workers still carried coins like this in their pockets as they navigated the rapidly modernizing world. The 1925 nickel holds special significance because it was part of a decade where Buffalo nickels were heavily circulated, and many were worn down due to the coin's intricate and high-relief design. This makes well-preserved specimens, especially those with clear dates and details, highly sought after by collectors today. So, how rare is the 1925 Buffalo nickel? Well, over 35 million Buffalo nickels were minted that year at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not include a mint mark. While that number seems high, finding one in excellent condition today is challenging. Due to the coin's design, many of the finer details, like the date and Buffalo's features, have been worn down on circulated coins. Collectors seek out higher-grade versions, particularly those in very fine VF or mint state MS condition. In lower circulated grades, a 1925 Buffalo nickel might be valued between $5 and $15. But in higher grades, prices can soar, with some uncirculated examples fetching hundreds, even thousands, of dollars at auction. If you're looking to add a 1925 Buffalo nickel to your collection, here's what to watch for. Since the date was raised on the coin's surface, it often wore off quickly in circulation. Finding a coin with a clearly visible 1925 is crucial for its value. Look for details in the buffalo's fur and the mound it's standing on. The more pronounced these features, the more valuable the coin. Any signs of wear, scratches, or corrosion will significantly affect the coin's worth. Coins with natural toning or uncirculated surfaces are highly desirable. The 1925 Buffalo nickel is more than just a 5-cent piece. It's a piece of American history, a snapshot of the early 20th century, and a treasure for numismatists. Whether you're an experienced collector or just starting out, this coin represents the perfect blend of artistry and history. Top 2. In your hand, you hold a piece of history, a simple nickel, seemingly insignificant. But this 1935 5-cent coin holds within it the stories of a nation emerging from hardship and on the brink of change. Today, we explore the fascinating journey behind this iconic piece of American currency. The year was 1935. America was still gripped by the lingering effects of the Great Depression. Unemployment was rampant, businesses were struggling, and yet, amidst this uncertainty, there was hope. The New Deal, President Franklin D. Roosevelt's ambitious program to combat economic hardship, was in full swing, helping Americans rebuild their lives. At the heart of this recovery, the United States Mint continued its work, producing the currency that would power the economy. Among the coins produced was this nickel, designed by sculptor James Earl Fraser in 1913 and first introduced as the Buffalo nickel. Though Fraser's design was already over 2 decades old by 1935, it still resonated deeply with Americans. The obverse of the coin features a proud profile of a Native American chief, a powerful symbol of the American frontier spirit. While Fraser combined features of multiple Native American leaders he encountered, the image has come to represent the strength and dignity of an entire people. On the reverse, we see the American bison, commonly known as the buffalo. The specific model for this design was believed to be Black Diamond, a bison housed at the Central Park Zoo in New York City. The buffalo symbolizes the untamed wilderness and the rich natural resources of the American West, reminders of a country that had been expanding and overcoming obstacles for centuries. But 1935 was more than just a year of economic recovery. This was also a pivotal moment for American coinage. By the end of the decade, the Buffalo nickel would be replaced by a new design, the Jefferson nickel, which would honor the third president of the United States and his legacy of exploration and democracy. Because of this impending transition, the 1935 Buffalo nickel holds a special place in numismatic history. It's one of the last issues before a significant change in American currency design. But beyond its rarity or value to collectors, this nickel is a tangible link to a time of struggle, resilience, and hope for millions of Americans. Today, collectors seek out these coins not just for their monetary worth, but for the stories they tell. A 1935 5-cent coin in mint condition can fetch hundreds, even thousands, of dollars depending on its quality and features, like mint marks or die variations. In 1935, these nickels were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each mint contributing to the national supply. The small D or S on the reverse of the coin can indicate where the coin was minted, Denver or San Francisco, respectively, making certain coins rarer and more valuable. From the Native American chief to the powerful buffalo, the 1935 5-cent coin is a miniature monument to America's past. It tells a story of perseverance in the face of adversity, of a country finding its way in the wake of the Great Depression, and of the legacy left behind by the pioneers and indigenous peoples who shaped its history. So, the next time you come across a buffalo nickel, remember, it's not just a coin. It's a snapshot of America, a glimpse into a time when every cent mattered and every coin had a story to tell. Top 3. As this small piece of metal clinks in your hand, you might see it as just another coin. But this is no ordinary nickel. This 1936 Buffalo nickel represents the twilight of a legendary chapter in American numismatic history. Join us as we dive into the legacy of the 1936 5-cent coin and explore its deeper meaning in a world on the cusp of transformation. The year is 1936. America is emerging from the depths of the Great Depression. While the scars of economic hardship are still fresh, the country is slowly rebuilding, driven by President Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal programs. Factories are humming again, people are getting back to work, and hope is being restored across the nation. Amidst this economic revival, the United States Mint continues to produce one of the most iconic coins in American history, the Buffalo nickel. First introduced in 1913, the Buffalo nickel, or Indian head nickel, became a symbol of America's rugged past and its frontier spirit. The design, crafted by the renowned sculptor James Earl Fraser, encapsulates the nation's connection to its Native American heritage and the untamed wilderness of the West. The front of the coin bears the powerful profile of a Native American, a composite image drawn from 3 different leaders of various tribes. Fraser didn't just want to honor one individual. He wanted to capture the essence of the people who had lived on this land long before the concept of the United States even existed. And on the reverse, we find one of America's most majestic animals, the buffalo, or more accurately, the American bison. This symbol of strength and resilience was modeled after Black Diamond, a bison that once roamed the Central Park Zoo in New York City. In 1936, this image represented more than just wildlife. It was a reminder of the vast, untamed land that America had once been and the journey of transformation the nation had undergone. But 1936 was also a year of transition. While Americans were focused on recovery, the world was on the brink of war. Across the Atlantic, the rise of fascist powers signaled the looming conflict of World War II. At home, Roosevelt's policies helped stabilize the economy, but the nation would soon face new challenges. For coin collectors, the 1936 Buffalo nickel holds a special allure. It represents one of the final years of a beloved design, as the U.S. Mint prepared to replace it with a new portrait. Thomas Jefferson, a founding father, would soon grace the nickel starting in 1938. So, 1936 marked one of the last full years of production for the Buffalo nickel, a swan song for Fraser's rugged, symbolic artwork. Minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, the 1936 nickel can bear a D or S mint mark, indicating where it was struck. While millions were produced that year, certain variations, such as the rare 3.5-leg Buffalo error, have captured the attention of collectors worldwide. Among the most intriguing varieties is the 3.5-leg Buffalo nickel, a minting error where the buffalo's front right leg appears incomplete due to an over-polished die. This error is one of the most coveted and valuable buffalo nickels, with high-quality examples fetching significant prices at auctions. But beyond its collectible value, the 1936 nickel is a reflection of America at a pivotal time, a nation balancing between its storied past and an uncertain future. As the Great Depression waned and whispers of global conflict grew louder, this nickel circulated in the pockets of ordinary Americans, buying everyday essentials in a world that was rapidly changing. Imagine holding this coin in 1936. It might have passed through the hands of a farmer in Kansas, a factory worker in Detroit, or a mother in New York City buying milk for her children. Each transaction, each exchange, was a reminder of the resilience and perseverance of a nation. Today, the 1936 Buffalo nickel is cherished by numismatists and history enthusiasts alike. It represents more than just a denomination. It's a snapshot of a moment in time, a relic of an era that would soon give way to one of the most tumultuous periods in modern history. So, whether you find one in your collection or happen upon it by chance, remember, the 1936 Buffalo nickel is more than just a coin. It's a bridge between the past and the future, a symbol of a country that has endured, and a reminder that even the smallest piece of metal can carry with it the weight of a nation's story.